Imagine standing on the surface of another world. The sky above you is not blue. It's a thick, suffocating blanket of yellow-orange clouds swirling endlessly, trapping everything beneath them. The ground beneath your feet is scorching, not warm, not hot, but 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot enough to melt lead, hot enough to cook you alive before you even take a single breath. And yet, this planet was once thought to be Earth's twin. Welcome to Venus. Once you understand what happened to it, you may never look at our own planet the same way again. Venus and Earth were born around the same time, roughly 4.5 billion years ago, from the same swirling cloud of gas and dust that formed our entire solar system. Same size, same mass, same distance from the early sun. On paper, they should have turned out identical, but something went terribly, catastrophically wrong on Venus. Scientists believe that in its early years, Venus may have actually had oceans, liquid water, perhaps even a mild climate not so different from our own. For hundreds of millions of years, it might have looked almost like home, but Venus never cooled down. And that single fact, that one difference, transformed a potentially living world into something that can only be described as a planetary nightmare. Here's where it gets disturbing. Venus sits closer to the Sun than Earth does, just slightly closer. And in those early billions of years, that extra heat was enough to begin evaporating whatever oceans Venus had. Water vapor rose into the atmosphere, and water vapor is a greenhouse gas. It traps heat. More heat meant more evaporation. More evaporation meant more water vapor. More water vapor meant even more heat trapped. A cycle, unstoppable, merciless. Scientists call it a runaway greenhouse effect, and once it begins, there is no going back. The oceans of Venus, if they ever existed, boiled away completely. The water molecules were eventually broken apart by solar radiation and lost to space forever. And what was left behind was a thick, crushing atmosphere made almost entirely of carbon dioxide, a gas that is exceptionally good at trapping heat. The surface pressure on Venus today is 90 times greater than Earth's. Standing on its surface would feel like being submerged under nearly a kilometer of ocean water. And the temperature, it never drops. Not at the poles, not at night, not ever. Venus is locked in a permanent fever, and it has been for billions of years. What makes Venus even more unsettling is how alive it still seems. Radar images taken by spacecraft have revealed a surface covered in thousands of volcanoes, more volcanoes than any other planet in our solar system. And recent data suggests that some of them may still be active. Even now, as you're watching this, Venus may be venting fresh plumes of sulfur dioxide into an already toxic sky. Those clouds you see swirling above Venus, they're not water clouds, they are clouds of sulfuric acid, drifting at speeds of over 300 kilometers per hour, circling the entire planet every 4 days. Rain sometimes falls from those clouds, but it never reaches the ground. It evaporates in the scorching heat long before it lands, dissolving silently back into the poisoned sky. And here is perhaps the most haunting detail of all. Venus rotates so slowly that a single day on Venus is longer than its entire year. It takes 243 Earth days to complete one rotation, but only 225 days to orbit the Sun. Which means the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Everything is backwards. Everything is wrong. It is a world that moves to its own broken rhythm, unbothered and unreachable. We sent probes to Venus, Soviet spacecraft called the Venera series, the most ambitious missions ever attempted to another planet. They survived, landing on the surface. Briefly, the longest any of them lasted was 127 minutes. Then the heat, the pressure, and the acid simply consumed them. 127 minutes. That's all the time any human creation has ever survived on the surface of Earth's so-called twin. Venus doesn't hate us. It doesn't even know we exist. It is simply what it is. A planet that crossed a line billions of years ago and never came back. A warning written in fire and poison clouds 38 million kilometers away. Some scientists quietly call Venus a glimpse of Earth's possible future. If greenhouse gases continue to build unchecked, maybe Venus isn't just our twin. Maybe it's our mirror. And the reflection isn't pretty. If this made you think differently about the planet shining brightest in our night sky, leave a comment below. That bright light you see just after sunset, that's Venus. Beautiful from a distance, deadly up close. See you in the next episode.